Preferred Budgets UK. My name is Ellie, and today we are going to do some cash stuffing and finalising the December budget that actually finished yesterday. So if that's something you'd like to have a look at, then stay tuned. So the first thing we need to do is work out what money I need to get out of the bank. So this is my budget that my updated budget that I created a couple of days ago, I think it was. So we now need to do a cash breakdown. So if I zoom you in a little bit, there we go. So going according to my budget, I'm just going to quickly write down the categories. Okay, so we have 10 in this one, 5 in this one. We have 55, 150, 30 and 30. Then we have 15, 50, 20, 25, 5, 5, 20, 25, 45, 5, and 15. Okay, so my son is going to need a £10 note, my daughter a £5 note. Eating out needs 55, so that's 5, and I'm going to do the rest in tens so that I don't have to keep breaking a 20. Food, it's going to be 7 20s and a 10. Petrol is 120 and a 10. Hair is 120 and a 10. Car maintenance is 10 and a 5. Car tax is 2 20s and a 10. Son's birthday is a 20. Car service is a 20 and a 5. Contents and breakdown are both 5s. My daughter's birthday is a 20. Insurance is, oh, I nearly did it wrong, 20 and a 5. Christmas is 2 20s and a 5. Disney Plus is a 5, and emergency is a 10 and a 5. So let me just quickly add them up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 5s should, excuse me, sorry. 10 5s should be 50. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 10s is 120, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 20s is 340, I believe. Let me just quickly check that on my calculator because I don't want to go getting out the wrong amount. Yep, 340. So all told, that should be 510. So 340 plus 120 plus 50 is 510. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go and get them out of the bank, and then we will start stuffing them. Okay, so we have the money here. I'm just going to put that to out of shot just for a minute. Actually, let me zoom you out a bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go through my purse envelopes and see what's left over. Back to Bank doesn't have anything. Postage is empty. My daughter's used all hers. Gifts doesn't have anything, petrol doesn't have anything, groceries doesn't have anything, eating out doesn't have anything. And the only one I have left is my personal, and this is actually some Christmas money I got from my dad, so that doesn't come within my budget. So the money that's left in there, I'm just leaving in there, because that's, my dad made me promise to spend it on myself. So when I find some little bits that I like, I just dip into that, but I don't tend to give myself anything from the budget. Now normally if I had any cash left over, it would go into my savings jar. As you can see, I've got quite a lot in there already. If I just turn it on, you'll see how much I've got. So I've got £30.27 in there at the moment, but I don't have anything to put in it this week because I've used it all. Okay, so let's do a quick count. If I bring this into shot here, I'm just going to separate them out and then I'll give them a count so you can all double check what I've got. So let's start with the 20. So from here it said I should have 17 20s, which is 340. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40. So that's the 20s sorted. We should have 12 10s, which is 120, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Have I counted that wrong or have I not taken everything out of my purse? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. Bear with me a second, I'll check my purse in a minute. So I'm missing £10. And then 5s, we should have 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I've got an extra 5. Oh dear, what am I doing? Oh, let me have a quick check, bear with me a second. Yep. What I'd done is I'd taken some money out for some clothes because I got given some Christmas money for the kids to buy some clothes, and I put aside 50 instead of the 45 that they actually had. So this is right now. Sorry, getting everything wrong. Okay, so we've got all the cash that we need. So let's get to the cash stuffing. So let's start with this binder. So this is, it's kind of a mix of different things. Some of it I dip into every week, sometimes some of it I don't. But just let's go and see what we've got. So groceries, food gets 150, and that is 7 20s and a 10. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, and 50. So as I said in my budget, I usually give myself £200 a month for food. But I have £60 in vouchers that I need to use. So I'm just taking out 150 for groceries this time, and I'll use that 60 as well. And then that actually comes to 210, so it's actually £10 more. But if I use it, I use it. If I don't, I don't. It's absolutely fine. So I will be taking something out of this to stuff into my my weekly purse folder in a little bit, but if I try and do it now, I'm going to get confused. So eating out gets 55, and that is 5 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 5, so that's £55 there. And again, I will be taking some out of this and putting it in my weekly envelope in a little bit, but it's easier if I do it all in at the same time. Now, from my last video, I ended up with £45 more than I expected to. And I put it all into the car maintenance because I'm going to need some new tyres soon. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take out I'm going to take out 30 and I will explain why a bit later. So it's going to have the 15 in it that was in it before, but it's also going to have another 15, so a 10 and a 5. So that makes it £30 into car maintenance. So gifts hasn't got anything. And I'm not putting anything in it at the moment. School is not getting anything at the minute, but it has £10 so far. Dental is not getting anything at the minute and it's got nothing in it. Hair is getting £30, so that's a 20 and a 10. Getting my hair done this week, so next week, sorry. Okie doke. Back to banks, not having anything because I don't need to do that yet. Emergency is getting 15, so that's a 10 and a 5. I've only started building this up now. I know some people do it where they do their emergency fund before their sinking funds. That just doesn't work for me. I need to do it this way. Now, those who've watched my other videos know that I'm going to start saving for my daughter's braces. Now, they're not cheap because we go privately with them. I did the same with my son. She's not going to need them until about 2025, if not a little bit later. And I want to try and save up about £3,000. It's probably not going to be that much, but I want to save that much just to be on the safe side. Now, my income is not allowing for me to save towards this. And so I've decided I'm going to take it out for the moment, because I've decided that this plus another one of my sinking funds, which I'll explain about in a minute, this is actually going to be paid from my business. So I'm going to take it out as drawings from my business and put it aside that way, because I don't take anything out of my business anyway, and I thought that was quite a good compromise. So that's all the ones in that envelope, sorry, in that folder. So this is my sinking fund folder. Okay, so car tax is going to be complete this week because it's actually due out. I can't remember if it's February or March. I think it's March, so I'm actually a month ahead of myself with it. And I save up £150. So this is going to get 50, so 20, 40, 50. And then this will be done and I've got the money ready to pay for it. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50. So there's 150 in there. I think my car tax is only 120, so I'm actually going to have £30 left over. And what I'm going to do with that £30 is I'm either going to keep it in here towards next year's, or I'm going to put it towards my debt repayment. So let's just put, so that's 150 in my car tax, so that's done and ready, I'm glad about. So what I was just saying about, excuse the noise, my daughter's braces, I'm also going to be taking out the money for the council tax from my business as well. This what I'm saving here is actually so that I can pay the council tax for the whole year next year. So I've got about 15 months to save this up, but it's still more than I can put in my budget at the minute. So that's why I'm taking those out. So my son's birthday, he's going to get an extra £20 this month on top of this. So let's have a look. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80. So he's got 180 in there now. His birthday is at the end of April. And I'm hoping to have at least 200 in there. So Disney Plus is going to get 5. So that's 2045. That's due in April. I can't remember the exact date. And I think it's about £70, somewhere around there. It's either 60 or £70. So I've got 45, which we're nearly there with that. Car service is going to get 25. So that is a 20 and a 5. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 75. So I've got 175, and I'm budgeting around 300 for that, because I'm not sure if I'm going to need to have some other bits and pieces done on the car when it goes in, and I have to pay for the MOT with that as well. Contents insurance is going to get 5, so that's 20, 25, 30. So that's £30. That's due in September and is approximately, well, I over budget £70 for that, because I can usually get it down to between 50 and 60, but I prefer to over budget. And the same goes for breakdown cover. It's getting an extra 5, which gives me 25. That's due in October. And again, I over budget £70, but again, it's usually between 50 and 60. Right, my daughter's birthday, she is getting 20. So she now has 20, 40, 60, 80. Her birthday is in October, so we have a little while to go, and I'm hoping to get just over £200 there for her. Car insurance is going to get 25. So that gives me 20, 40, 45, 50. That's due in November, and I'm budgeting, oh, I can't remember now. I think it's £300 for that as well. But again, it's usually about £250, so I will hopefully have some left over. Christmas is going to get 45. So that's 20, 45. So now Christmas has 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90. So that's a good start. I'm aiming for about £500 for Christmas. Okay, so now I mentioned about doing school dinners for, like saving up school dinners for my children. It's just not feasible, so I've decided to put that on the back burner, and if I can't afford, like when it comes around, if I can't afford the payments, then I think we'll just take them to pack lunches if necessary, or maybe 1 or 2 times a week they can have school dinners. But I can't do that at the minute. It's just not possible. Okay, so now we're going to go over to my purse envelopes and stuff them for what I need. So as I said, this is my personal one, which is my Christmas money from my dad. So I don't put any money into that. That is just whatever I get given. So that just stays in there for if I ever want anything. So back to bank, I don't need to do anything with that at the moment. Postage, I haven't got anything for. My daughter's going to have something. Gifts I'm going to put to one side for the minute. Petrol's going to have something, groceries and eating out. I don't have an envelope for my son anymore, so this £10 I'm just going to put to one side, and I'm going to give it to my son when he gets home from school. So let's start with the easy ones. My daughter gets a 5. She will be happy and we'll be able to go looking around the shops again this weekend. Petrol gets the final 30 that's in my stand. I filled the car up with 25, I think it was 2 days ago. So I'm going to see how far that 25 takes me and just keep this in here for when I need to add something to it. So groceries, we need to take this out of here. Now what I do with my food is I do one big shop close to when I get paid. So because today is Friday, I'm not actually doing it today, I'm actually going to go shopping on Monday. Normally I do an online shop and I keep £100 of this money in my bank and spend the £100 online. Because I've got the vouchers this month, I've done it slightly differently. So I've got £60 in vouchers, and instead of going, because these particular vouchers I can't actually use online, so they have to be used physically in the shop. So I've decided to do this month's shop in person, which I don't know whether that's a good idea or not, because I always tend to spend more when I actually go into the shop. And I also need to account that there's 4 weeks that I'm going to need, like after this, that I need to top up on with like fruit and vegetables and things like that. So with that in mind, I'm going to put £20 aside for each week after this week. So we've got this month, we've got 5 weeks in total. But obviously because I'm doing the big shop on Monday, I won't include this first week. So every other week's going to get £20. So I need £80, like here, to be kept in this grocery folder for the next 4 weeks. I hope, if that doesn't make sense, let me know, but hopefully that does make sense. So that means that I'm going to have the £60 in vouchers, and then 20, 40, 60, and then £70 in cash for next week's big shop. So, well, that's £130, so I'm hoping that's going to be enough to get everything that I want to get. So eating out this week is, I'm trying to remember how I did it, is going to get, it's going to get 20, because what I do is I allocate £15 for a takeaway this week, and then £5 for my son to get some chips when he has his guitar lesson. But we only have takeaway now every other week rather than every week. So that leaves 10, 20, 35 in my eating out folder for the rest of the time. So I'm going to put £20 into my eating out, and that is that done. Okay, so now we just need to come back to the £30 that I took out of the car maintenance, the extra money that I didn't realise I had from the last video. I've decided that I am going to put £10 into my gifts envelope, my gifts wallet, because my dad's birthday is coming up. Now, we don't usually get him anything fancy, but the kids this year want to get him a present each, so I'm putting that aside so that they can do that. Now, this other £20, I am going to, what am I going to do with it? I know there's nothing in, excuse me a second, let me just flick through them. There's nothing in, well, gifts is now in my wallet, school and dental. So I'm kind of hovering between school and dental at the minute. And I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this 10 that's in school. I'm going to go swap it for the 20. So that'll actually give, that means I've put £10 into there. So it's got £20 in total. And then I'm going to put £10 in the dental, because I'll feel better having a little bit in there, even if I don't need it at the minute. So, is that everything? Have I done everything? Yeah. I think everything's done now. So that is how my budget has worked out so far. I am going to do a weekly check-in, so next Thursday there should be another video just going through my bills, what's been paid, what hasn't been paid, and how my wallet envelopes are doing, what I've spent, and that kind of thing. So I hope that's been helpful. I've certainly enjoyed doing it, so thank you very much, and I apologise if I waffled on a bit too much. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this, please subscribe and like the video, and don't forget to do the notification bell so that you get told when I put a new video up, which, as I said, should be next Thursday when I do my first check-in of the January budget. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye.